Good afternoon, and welcome to Let's Talk World Show. Here, I'm your host, Mike Vegas Dorton. We're at the beautiful Art House Theaters here at 814 South 3rd Street in the Arts District in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Thank you for joining us online and our studio audience here. Welcome you all. Thank you for being here. We have a great show for you today. Our guests include, we have director, producer, writer, and actor Miss Brenda Daly is here. We also have actress, singer, and rapper Shayla. But we begin with one of my favorite artists here in Las Vegas that I've met since moving here. She is a singer, comedian, entertainer. For decades, she is a staple here on the Strip. We welcome Miss Barbara Brighton, and she's going to sing a song for us as we open our show on Let's Talk World. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Brighton.
Thank you, studio audience. You're walking along the street, or you're at a party, or else you're alone and then you suddenly dig. You're looking in someone's eyes, you suddenly realize that this could be the start of something big. You're lunching at 21 and watching your diet, declining a Charlotte Russe, accepting a fig. When out of the clear blue sky, it's suddenly gal and guy, and this could be the start of something big. There's no controlling the unrolling of your fate, my friend. Who knows what's written in the magic book? But when a lover you'll discover at the gate, my friend, invite him in without a second look. You're up in an aeroplane, or dining at Sardi's, or lying at Malibu, alone in the sand. When suddenly there he is, I want to be where he is, and this could be the start of something grand. What a beautiful theater we're at! This could be the start of something very big. Why don't you give your heart and play a part for me? You'll see. Woo! This could be the start of something wonderful. Why don't you take a chance and try romance with me? You'll see. You're watching the sun come up, or counting your money, or else in a dim cafe you're ordering wine. When suddenly there he is, I want to be where he is, and this could be the start of something. This could be the heart of something. This could be the start of something big. That was fun. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello.
Thank you,
and thank you for being here.
My friend Mike. Thank you.
And we welcome all of our friends on socialmediashows.com and on Facebook at Miss Barbara Brighton.
Send us comments. We want to know if you like us.
We want to know.
Right? Right?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous because Barbara has hosted Brighton by Night before, her own talk show, and had some real famous guests on there, and I'm just learning the ropes, so thank you. So, and I appreciate the tips that you give me.
And I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Every now and then we just cheek to the camera. But otherwise we look at each other, and then we look at the camera, then we look at each other, we look at the camera, and it's a comedy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. This is beautiful, Mike. This theater, I've never been to this particular theater in the Arts District. I am so impressed.
Are you? This is wonderful.
You have a wonderful producer, Pureza.
Uh-huh.
It's really super duper. Y'all should come down and see this place.
It is.
What, 8 theaters here?
There's eight high-end movie theaters here where you can press a button and they'll bring you your cocktail.
Oh, really?
5-star restaurant.
Okay, where is it? I want an appletini.
Give
me an appletini, right?
I'll go make it. I'll be behind the bar.
Okay. Not yet. Okay.
Yes, this is a wonderful place. I know they can't see it from
is.
that point of view, but 5-star restaurant, art house theater. And did you know? Let me do a little plug if that's okay for them.
Sure.
That if you come here between Tuesday and Saturday from 2 p.m. I believe to midnight, and you mention social media shows, and you get 20% off your check, which is like wonderful. So
That's
come on
great.
down and check out how beautiful multi-million-dollar renovation
It
here
really
at the Art
is
House.
so impressive.
And you fit right in, Miss Barbara
Thank
Brighton.
you. Why?
So
Why? Okay.
wonderful.
I'm just so impressed.
Mhm.
Sometimes you go to studios and they're fakakta. This is not fakakta. Am I right? This is really nice and warm and friendly and architecturally beautiful. And with a host like me, Vegas Dorton, just call me Barbara Boston Brighton. And are you serious? Come on. Yes.
Or you were known as Bobby Brighton.
Yes, I was.
Didn't we somewhere see your name on the strip?
Yes.
Was this at the Stardust or the
Caesar's
Palace?
Caesar's Palace with Harry Belafonte.
So
Shall I tell the year? It's very embarrassing. Should I?
It's up to you.
Okay. Well, it was my first gig in Las Vegas. It was 1972, when there was really Las Vegas. And Harry Belafonte was in the big room. I was on Cleopatra's barge. And loving every minute of it. We did 5 shows a night.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. Wow. And then I had a great trio. And at that time, the barge was rocking and rolling. And you had to take Dramamine to do your shows. Now it's not doing that anymore. It's still there. But Wayne Newton played it now, lately.
Wow.
The barge.
At Cleopatra's barge?
Right? Oh, my God, yes. And Cocktail, whatever that was, Cocktail. That was a great show.
Cleopatra's barge, my friends used to be the house band over there, San Fernando band, and they'd play there, and we'd go rocking on the barge and dancing.
When was that?
Yeah,
when
that
was
was probably 2008 or 9 or
Shut
something
up.
like that.
Shut up.
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
So, wow, do you mind if we delve a little bit into your past? Do you mind? I mean, how you got started in entertainment?
Do you have to mention the past?
Well,
okay.
Well, I mean, you did as a young person. You got into jazz and ballet, and tell us a little bit.
I know I did. I studied that when I was a kid, before I went into singing, and my parents stopped me from piano and dancing and everything, and I said, I am going to pay for my own lessons, my own singing lessons, and I did, and I became a singer, much to my parents' regret. But I mean, they were doing just what normal Jewish parents do. They stop all your lessons, and you go, I want to sing. And that's what happened, yeah.
So you started in Boston, and then where did you make your way? Did you make your way to Las Vegas after that? Or?
No. I went to the University of Florida, because I come from Florida. I went to Miami High School, University of Florida. And while there, I wanted to go on Broadway. So I did 2 years at the University of Florida in Gainesville, and went to New York to be in 10 Broadway shows. I did start.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
10 Broadway shows.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Well, I had a dream, and that was my dream, to be on Broadway. Yeah.
Wow. And then following that, I had read somewhere that you'd gone back to Florida and got involved with Donna Kay of Famous Faces.
Oh, yes. Yeah. One of my agents said to me in the middle of my long career, I think you should do Joan Rivers. And I went, Joan Rivers? I'm happy doing Barbara Brighton. You can't even get Barbara Brighton right. So then I started to do, she sent me out for these jobs. Can we talk? And I heard her voice. Because, you can't tribute or impersonate anyone if you don't hear their voice. So for a long time, I said, no, I don't think so, Donna. Get me another job. She said, no, you look like Joan, you can do it. I said, but I don't hear her. And in a strange way, a friend of mine had called me and started talking like her. And I said, I got the voice. Can we talk? And as soon as I got it, I started going out doing Joan Rivers. thanks to Donna King.
And that's wonderful. And you've been doing it for quite a while. And you
in the between everything else.
And traveled around the world and
yes.
things. Yeah.
I went to Australia and Japan, South America. I did 30 years of cruises. Now I'm really dating myself.
Of cruises, wow.
I don't think I want to talk about all that. Yeah.
So what cruise lines were you on?
Gosh. The last one I was on was Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. I was steady on there for 2 years. It was wonderful. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. My mother came and took me. Well, I lived in Florida, and she'd pick up the check. She said, "I like this," and she'd go right to the bank with my check because we got paid before we sailed. It was heaven. Yeah, I'd like to go back. Actually.
So on those cruise ships, would you do the Joan Rivers, or would you sing?
No.
Would you do?
At that time, I never did comedy. I just sang, and I wrote my own songs with my trio. One of the guys that played for me. Yeah, one night I wrote about 20 songs. It was a full moon. And it just came to me. Just, singers can think like actors and actually write like that. So I just sang.
Well, you're very intelligent. You went to school for English and French literature, right?
Yes,
English
I did.
literature?
I studied French.
You studied.
Did you read that, Michael?
I studied. I try to do my homework.
You're so smart. I studied French.
Yeah.
And I was like an A student. I declaimed in French. Most people study Spanish. I studied French. Nobody uses French. I should have studied Spanish.
It's such a beautiful language, though. Yeah.
It is.
Do you speak a little bit now?
I do. When I went to Paris a few years ago, I did. And my girlfriends were like very impressed because I could talk to the cab driver. He sort of understood what I was saying. It's a beautiful language. It says Paris.
So you lived in Los Angeles for a while, right?
I did.
Did you?
Yes.
And did you have a cable television talk show?
I did. And before that, I was on a soap opera called General Hospital for 3 years.
General Hospital. Oh
yeah,
my. Oh,
3
that's
years. Yeah.
3 years on General Hospital.
And then I did a cable show there too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Barbara Brighton show.
Oh yeah. What was
Plug,
that?
plug.
Yeah. What was that like, Barbara Brighton show?
Oh God. At that time, we all have dreams and thoughts, and you don't know what direction the journey is going to take you. And at that time, Oprah was on, Sally Jesse was on, Phil Donahue was on. And I was mesmerized by all these talk shows. Oh my God. And I said, I want to do that. So I did. I got a producer, and he had changed my name from Bobby to Barbara, which is my real name. He said, it's time you grow up. I'm still not there.
Because before that, you were known as Bobby.
Right,
Brighton.
Bobby, Bobbe, yeah. And then we put the show together and everything. And the first day I was taping, I was so nervous. I watched a tape that I think Shirley MacLaine did, and just to get myself meditated and not medicated, meditated.
Meditated.
Yeah, and I felt secure, and because I didn't know what I was doing, just like it's something new, and you go, talk show, what the heck? How do I do that? But it became part of me, and it's my passion. It's the only thing I really like doing. I like singing and comedy too, but I'd rather interview.
And you do it so well. So you had that show, and then you went on to do, much later, the Brighton at Night show.
Yes, I did. Recently, a couple of years ago, I did Brighton Your Night, and it's on YouTube right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And would you like to know some of my guests that I did?
Absolutely.
Okay. Started with Kelly Clinton and Clint. They were my first guests, and they never disappointed me. I had asked Clint, would you please be my first guest? He said yes, and he showed up, which was wonderful, because he didn't have to do
Clint
that.
Holmes, yeah.
Yeah, he did, and with Kelly. And then Shecky Green, the fabulous icon, Shecky Green, 95. He never goes out of his house. And I asked him one day at Green Valley Ranch, we were having breakfast, I said, would you do my little talk show, Shecky? So he said, yes. My God, I couldn't understand. He accepted it, Well,
how could anyone say no to you?
Oh,
no one says no to you.
But Shecky doesn't go anywhere. I mean, he's 95. And he came out and showed up for me. And Frankie Shinta, who was wonderful. I adored him.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Such a talented man. He was there. And Alan and Kathy Glist, who produced Menopause and the Bronx Wanderers, friends of mine. I wanted a very different show, so they're producers. So that's on YouTube right now, Brighton Your Night.
Wow, that's fantastic. And even before that, I mean, besides General Hospital, which my wife loves.
Really?
Yeah, I've been watching it too,
You have?
honestly, since
Do you
1977 or something, 78.
Do you recognize me? No?
I'm going to go back
I
and
play
is it
the
on
intensive
YouTube?
care nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
But you are also on other television shows like Heart to Heart,
I did.
right?
Stephanie Powers, yeah, did
In
her
Archie
voice.
Bunker's place,
I did.
I believe.
I did.
Wow.
Good, you do your
Well,
research.
what were those experiences like? I mean, was it
Oh,
at a
the
time in
best.
your life where it was
Well,
exciting? I mean,
every job you get, especially in Los Angeles, is is fabulous, because there's thousands of people auditioning and wanting to be on a show,
Yeah.
you know. And all I wanted to do was be on a sitcom. I actually never got to be on a sitcom, but I did everything else. Did a lot of commercials and local commercials here. I did the D commercial, the Palace Station. And I don't know, they always cast me as an eccentric person. I don't know why. Why would they do that? I'm just a normal Jewish character person.
normal.
That's all. Well, not really normal. Shut up.
I adore you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, commercial break, from our producer, social media shows, and please stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Brighton, thank you for coming in. Love you. Okay, we'll be right back on this. And welcome back to Let's Talk World. I'm your host, Mike Vegas Dorton. We thank you so much for joining us today. We'd like to thank our guest, director, producer, writer, actor, Miss Brenda Daly, for being here. Thank you so much. And your lovely, wonderful entertainer and comedian, singer extraordinaire, Miss Barbara Brighton, is going to close out our show. We thank you for joining us here at the Art House Theaters. And come join us on Let's Talk World next Wednesdays. We film Wednesdays here. Thank you all for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Brighton.
Thank you, Mike. From the musical Chicago. And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees. Start the car, let's start that track again, Miss Dana. From the beginning. It's television, it's live TV. You saw what happened at The View. Okay, this is live on Let's Talk World. Okay.
All right. Okay, we're going to start. Let's start.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly broad and then jazz. Okay, I hope you all are singing with me out there. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hope that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hug about some aspirin down at United Grub, in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do than jazz. Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba Shimmy shake. Oh, did I really do that? I'm gonna gonna show me about my garter's break. Here we go. Show me where to park my girdle. Oh, my mother's blood would curdle if she'd hear her baby's queer for all of that jazz. Woo! Come on. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose. And all that jazz, right up here is where I store the juice. And all that jazz, come on babe, we're gonna rush the sky. I bet you lucky Lindy never flew so high. 'Cause in the stratosphere, how good you lend it here to do that jazz. No, I'm no one's wife. Yes, I live their life and all. That jazz. Thank you, Mike.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Let's Talk World Show. Here, I'm your host, Mike Vegas Dorton. We're at the beautiful Art House Theaters here at 814 South 3rd Street in the Arts District in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. The entertainment